So, good day everyone. We are assigned to tackle about the chapter 6, which is the title Ensuring Teacher Quality Through Competency Framework and Standard. In the next page, it's shown there the learning outcomes in this lesson, or shall we say, the objectives in this lesson. So, number one, distinguish between teacher quality and quality teacher. And the number two relates the competency framework for teachers in South Asia, or CFTC, to teacher quality. Number three, discuss the Philippine Professional Standard for Teacher, or the PPST Career Stage 1, beginning teacher competence and how it can assure teacher quality in the Philippines. So, those are the learning outcomes that we will gonna be delivered unto you. So, let's start. Wait, before we will gonna start our formal discussion, I have a question first. Are qualified teacher really a quality teacher? So to ensure quality teacher, this is the biggest that the profession is facing. It is the attractiveness of teaching profession. So how can we become a teacher quality or a quality teacher? So quality teacher should possess first global awareness. So as a teacher, you don't have to focus on the place we are in, but you need to extend your knowledge globally and must aware on global situation. Number two, the financial economic. So, teacher or a school must not focus on mastery of a core subject, but also promote academic content in a much higher level in which students learn about managing money or on how to use money. Number three, civic literacy. Teachers are able to create democratic cultures in the classroom like stimulation, role play, extracurriculum activity, and many more. The last one is the health literacy. Overall, I can say that teacher is not just a teacher. It also a parent or even friends with student. Or shall I say being a teacher is a full package. So, quality teachers are competent teachers. Teachers with global competence are able to demonstrate knowledge, skills, values, and disposition are described. The first is understand one's own culture. So it is important that teacher understand their own distinctive in culture in order to genuinely engage, respond to the distinctiveness, ideas, language, and culture of others. Number two, know and integrate global dimension. So integrate means blend. When we say global dimension, it exposes what connect us to the world. So how can we relate it to the lesson that we teach or with the subject that we are teaching? So by using videos or foreign videos show example, it will make student more engaging in listening the lesson. Number three is engage student in learning. Of course, as a teacher, you will engage your student in learning through question, interpretation, discussion, activity, and etc. Number four, use real life, local, and global example. So, as a teacher, bring the real world into the classroom as a teaching strategy example, in line or relate, and news na nahibalaan nimo. You need to share to your student, and it helps students to recognize the issue on what really happens outside the classroom, not just a story in the textbook. Number five is value the inputs of culturally, linguistically diverse learners. So it is important to value the culturally, linguistically diverse learners. So it is very important to value because it empowers students to feel confident enough so dili sila mahadlok magkamali because they feel accepted. And then number six is create environment that encourage positive cross-culture interaction. So each student will be able to learn culture of others. With that, the teacher will be able to build a strong bond between the student. Number 7, model social responsibility in local and global context. Number 8, help learners find appropriate action to improve local and global conditions. Teacher quality is a bit difficult to define. For some countries, like in the US, it has shifted its definition of teacher quality from the profession of a credential or certification to what students know and are able to do what they were taught by their teacher. These are the core elements of teacher quality standards. So, number 1, planning and preparation. Planning and preparation including knowledge of content and methodology, knowledge of student, current instructional plans, and knowledge on how to assess student learning. So, these include lesson planning or any other process that a teacher use prepare themselves to leave the lesson. So number 2, classroom environment, including creating a culture for learning and managing student behavior. So students feel comfortable sharing their thoughts, taking risks, asking questions, and confronting challenges in their lesson. And then number 3 is instruction. Instruction including communicating effectively using appropriate discussion techniques, engaging students, and providing responsive feedback to learners, and professional responsibilities, including reflecting on teaching, communicating with families, contributing to the school and community, and developing professionally. So it also helps the teacher to understand their profession as well. So the explanation in the letter B is the purpose was to revitalize teacher education and to promote teaching as a profession for the choice personalizing teacher preserving and in-service development using the regional competency framework as a guide. So there are 4 essential competencies. Number 1 is knowing and understanding what to teach, ability of teacher to deepen and broaden their knowledge on what to teach. So dapat as a teacher, kabalo ka unsa imong gitudlo, like master na nimo ug unsa man gali imong gitudlo. And as a teacher, you need to update yourself on educational trend, also check the changes on educational environment. Number 2 is helping students to learn. It is the ability to know the students. So as a teacher, need to provide a clear and effective lesson for your student to be able clearly understand your lesson. Number 3 is engaging in the community. So as a teacher, you will create an uncoming space to your students to feel confident and inspire them na kaya nila. And then the number 4 is becoming a better teacher every day. So for you to be able a better teacher, you need to study your lesson very well. Be kind and compassionate. Keep alive your profession in teaching. So these are the general competencies and enabling competencies, which is the 12 siya ka buok, and then divide into 4, which is katong ako ang gi-explain kaganiha. Let's move on in letter C, which is the Philippine Qualification Framework. As part of ASEAN convergence and in the light of globalization, each country in the ASEAN, the Philippines adopts national standards and levels for outcomes in education. This is called the Philippine Qualification Framework or the PQF, which is provided by law. And RA 10968S 2018. Based on the level of education at PQF Level 6, the PQF describes the path for baccalaureate degree programs including teacher education degrees. All graduates from the baccalaureate degrees are expected to exhibit outcomes. For further ado, Miss Yulim will discuss the remaining topics. Thank you, and this is Kersey Jane Tabanera.
For the next, we have the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers, or the PPST. So, based on the Teacher Education and Development Map in 2006, Philippine teacher education is defined as a lifelong journey from entry to basic education and the depth ed to entry to teacher education institutions of the CHED to licensing as professional teachers of the PRC to employment to deep ed with attestation of the civil service or private basic education. In simple terms, it means that becoming a teacher in the Philippines involves a continuous process of education, training, and certification. It starts with entering the basic education. It starts with entering the basic education system, then pursuing higher education in a TEL or TEL or teacher education institution, and also obtaining a teaching license, and finally finding employment as a teacher. The process is overseen by the DepEd, CHED, PRC, and civil service. In both public or private education, a newly recruited teacher undergoes a Teacher Induction Program or TIP led by the Teacher Education Council or TEC. And the private institutions are assisted by the Private Education Assistant Council or the PEAC. In both public and private education, newly recruited teachers are required to undergo a teacher induction program facilitated by the Teacher Education Council or TEC. Private private institutions receive assistance from the Private Education Assistant Council or PEAC in implementing the program. So, while in service to professional teacher continuous professional development through trainings by the duly authorized service providers of the PRC or shall continue professional development through advancement in education or master's or doctorate or other activities on their own. So, once in service, professional teachers are expected to continue their professional development through various means. They can participate in trainings provided by authorized service providers of the Professional Regulation Commission or the PRC. So, alternatively, they can pursue further education, such as master's or doctorate degree, or engage in other professional development activities on their own. The continuing professional development continues until the person retires from employment or continues to practice a profession in other capacity. It means that the commitment to continuing professional development extends throughout the teacher's career until they retire from employment or continue to practice the teaching profession in other capacity. So this ensures that teachers stay updated with the latest knowledge and skills in their field, in enabling them to provide quality education to their students. In the middle of the professional lifelong cycle of a teacher in the Philippines, there are professional teacher standards that guide and define teacher quality. The standards were initially known as the National Competency Based Teacher Standards or NCBTS in 2006 and have since been updated to the Philippines Professional Standards for Teachers or the PPST in 2017 as outlined in DepEd Order 42 2017. The PPST 2017 framework provides a broader perspective of teacher quality that is aligned with the current demands and changes in the educational landscape, both locally and globally. It takes into account various educational reforms, including the implementation of the K-12 program, the outcomes-based education in higher education, the ASEAN integration, the United Nations educational, scientific and cultural organizations, sustainable development goals or the SDGs, for 2030 and the National Development Vision called Ambition Natin 2040. And essence, the PPSC aims to ensure that teachers are equipped with the necessary knowledge, skills, and attitudes to meet the evolving needs of education in the Philippines. It provides it provides a comprehensive framework that aligns with national and international educational goals and reforms, allowing teachers to um, effectively contribute to the development of learners and the achievement of educational objectives. So let's proceed. So, being responsible for the pre-service development of teachers, teacher education institutions have a responsibility of graduating students with PQF 6 qualifications and to master the PPST, beginning teacher standards as well as the program outcomes of the CHED's PSG for teacher education. The mastery of the beginning teacher competencies is an expectation of the teaching industry and basic education. So, teacher in education institutions play a crucial role in the pre-service development of teachers. Their responsibility includes graduating students with PQF 6 qualifications, which refers to the Philippine Qualification Framework Level 6. This level signifies that graduates have acquired knowledge and skills in their field. In addition to PQF 6 qualifications, teacher education institutions are also responsible for ensuring that their graduates master the PPST beginning teacher standards. The PPST or Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers is a set of competency is a set of competency standards that define the knowledge, skills, and values expected of teachers in the Philippines. So, it serves as a guide for teacher development and evaluation. Furthermore, teacher education institutions are expected to align their program outcomes with the program standards and guidelines or PSG for teacher education set by the Commission on Higher Education. The PSG is specifically outlined in CMO 7482 2017, provides a framework for the design and implementation of teacher education programs. It ensures that graduates are equipped with the necessary competences to meet the demands of the teaching industry in basic education. So, overall, the mastery of beginning teacher competencies, as guided by the PPST and the CHEDS PSG, is essential for teacher education institutions to meet the expectations of the teaching industry and produce competent and effective teachers. So, Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers or PPST has 7 domains and 37 strands. Here are the 7 domains. Domain 1, Content Knowledge and Pedagogy. Domain 2, Learning Environment. Domain 3, Diversity of Learners. Domain 4, Curriculum and Planning. Domain 5, Assessment and Reporting. Domain 6, Community Linkages and Professional Engagement. And then the last one, Domain 7, is Personal Growth and Professional Development. So, each brand is calibrated according to the professional development. Skill, or as described, we have here Courage Stage 1, the beginning teachers. Stage 2, profession teachers. Career Stage 3, highly profession teachers. And then Career Stage 4, distinguished teachers. So, for the career stage 1, beginning teachers, gain the qualifications recognized for entry into the teaching profession. Means that individuals who are starting their career as a teachers have completed the necessary educational requirements and obtained the qualifications that are accepted and acknowledged as the minimum standard for becoming a teacher. Career Stage 2 Proficient Teachers. Professionally independent in the application of skills vital to the teaching and learning process. Means that experienced teachers have developed a high level of expertise and competence in utilizing essential skills that are crucial for effective teaching and learning. So these skills encompass a wide range of areas, including instructional design, classroom management, assessment and evaluation, communication, and student engagement. So, overall, profession teachers have reached a level of professional independence where they can confidently apply their skills and knowledge to facilitate meaningful and impactful learning experiences for their students. They also continuously reflect on their practice, seek professional development opportunities, and stay updated with the latest research and best practice in education. Next, career stage 3, the highly proficient teachers. The highly proficient teachers display a high level of performance in their teaching practice. This statement indicates that these educators have demonstrated exceptional skills, expertise, and effectiveness in their role as teachers. They consistently exhibit exemplary teaching practices and achieve outstanding results in terms of student learning and development. So, highly proficient teachers go beyond the basic requirements and expectation for their profession. So, highly proficient teachers also consistently demonstrate excellence in their teaching practice. They are dedicated, reflective, and committed to ongoing professional growth and development. Um, they are also continuously seek opportunities to enhance their skills and knowledge, collaborate with colleagues, and stay updated with latest research and best practices in education. So, their high level of performance positively impacts student learning outcomes and contributes to the overall success of the educational institution. So, last is career stage 4, distinguished teachers. Embody the high standard for teaching grounded in global best practices. This statement signifies that these educators exemplify the pinnacle of excellence in their profession. They not only meet the expectations of highly proficient teachers, but also go above and beyond to consistently. So, distinguished teachers set the highest standard for teaching by embodying global best practices. They are passionate, dedicated, and committed to providing the best possible education for their students. So, their impact extends beyond their classrooms, influencing the broader educational community and contributing to the advancement of the teaching profession. So let us look the detailed competences on the domains and strands for beginning teachers. This PPST has 7 domains. These are the domains that teachers and the future teachers should be aware and should practice so that you will be considered not only efficient teachers but quality teachers. So the first domain is content knowledge and pedagogy. So content knowledge refers to a teacher's deep understanding of the subject matter they are teaching. It includes a thorough knowledge of concepts, principles, facts, and theories within a specific discipline. So content knowledge enables teachers to effectively plan and deliver instruction, select appropriate learning materials, and provide accurate and meaningful explanation to students. Pedagogy, on the other hand, refers to the art and science of teaching. It encompasses the strategies, methods, And techniques that teachers use to facilitate learning and promote student engagement. So, content knowledge and pedagogy are interconnected and mutually reinforcing. A teacher who possesses a deep understanding of the subject matter can can effectively apply pedagogical strategies to facilitate student learning. So, conversely, effective pedagogy enhances students' understanding and mastery of the content. So, both content, knowledge, and pedagogy are essential for teachers to be effective in the classroom and support student learning and achievement. Domain 2, learning environment. So, learning environment refers to the physical, social, and psychological conditions in which learning takes place. It encompasses the physical space, classroom resources, social interactions, and the overall atmospheres that influences students' engagement, motivation, and learning outcomes. So, creating a positive and supportive learning environment is crucial for promoting student success and well being. So, by creating a positive and supporting learning environment, teachers can enhance student engagement, motivations, and overall learning outcomes. So, a conducive learning environment encourages active participation, fosters positive relationships, and supports the holistic development of students. Domain 3, diversity of learners. So, the diversity of learners refers to the wide range of individual differences among students in terms of their abilities, backgrounds, experiences, learning styles, interests, and cultural identities. So, recognizing and valuing this diversity is essential for creating an inclusive and equitable learning environment that meets the needs of all learners. So, by embracing and addressing diversity of learners, educators can create an inclusive and supportive learning environment where all students have the opportunity to thrive, learn, and succeed. It also promotes equity, fosters a sense of belonging, and prepares students to navigate an increasingly diverse and interconnected world. So domain 4, we have curriculum and planning. So curriculum and planning are essential components of effective teaching and learning. So curriculum refers to the overall framework and content of what is taught in a particular course or educational program. So, planning involves the process of designing and organizing instructional activities, resources, and assessments to achieve the desired learning outcomes. So, by carefully designing and planning the curriculum, educators can ensure that instruction is purposeful, coherent, and aligned with desired learning outcomes. Effective curriculum planning supports student engagement, promotes deep understanding, and facilitates meaningful learning experiences. Next, domain 5, assessment and reporting. So, assessment and reporting are important components of the teaching and learning process. Assessment involves gathering evidence of student learning to determine their progress, understanding, and achievement of learning outcomes. So, reporting refers to the communication of assessment results to students, parents, and other stakeholders. So, by implementing effective assessment and reporting practices, educators can gain insights into student progress, provide targeted support, and promote continuous improvement. So, assessment and reporting foster a culture of learning, accountability, and collaboration among students and teachers. Domain 6, community linkages and professional engagement. So, community linkages and professional engagement are important aspects of being an effective educator. They involve establishing connections and collaborations with the wider community and engaging in professional development activities to enhance teaching practice. Uh, by actively engaging with the community and participating in professional development activities, educators can enhance their teaching practice, gain new perspectives, and contribute to the broader educational community. So, community linkages and professional engagement foster collaboration, lifelong learning, and continuous improvement in education. Last one is domain 7, personal growth and professional development. Personal growth and professional development are essential for educators to continuously improve their skills, knowledge, and effectiveness in the field of education. It involves a commitment to lifelong learning, self reflection, and seeking opportunities for personal and professional growth. So, personal growth and professional development are ongoing processes that require dedication, self-reflection, and a commitment to continuous learning. So, by actively engaging in personal growth and professional development, educators can enhance their teaching practice, stay current with educational trends, and positively impact student learning outcomes.